Before today's video, I want to say how bloody grateful I am for the love and support I had on yesterday's video. Sexy Biscuit only has 180 subscribers, so to see a video get over 2,000 views was absolutely amazing. I just want to make it very clear that I have absolutely nothing against Warhorse Studios. Yesterday's patch 1.3 video was slightly negative in some aspects towards the different bugs that appeared. The loading into a new area bug when fast traveling was quite a big issue to me, and I needed to tell you about it. On this channel, I want to be as honest as possible, and not telling you would be dishonest. I made that video on patch 1.3 about 2 hours after it was released. The patch kind of came out of nowhere, so I jumped on it and was like, right, I need to get a video done on this to let you guys know that the patch is released. But in terms of positivity, the game runs a lot better than it did, and I am really glad that they fixed some of the major quest bugs. The fact right now that it's absolutely pouring it down and I'm getting constant 50 in this absolutely stunning world is amazing. One of the biggest questions I get asked is, should I buy this game for exploration? And I say, yes, every single time. This is one of the most immersive and beautiful games I've ever played. So I wanted to quickly talk about mods. Now, some mods have been broken by the recent update, but there is a simple way to fix that. So I'm going to use unlimited saving as an example here. If we go down to the description, we can see that they've added in this new functionality for mods. So if you go to your main game folder, so of course this would be under Steam or Good Old Games, create a folder in here called mods, open up the zip folder you've downloaded from the Nexus, and drag and drop this file straight in to the mods folder. And inside here you will find unlimited saving, and you'll find the stuff inside it. And that's all you have to do. For the next couple of days, mod developers will be updating all of their mods to be compatible with this new system. One of my biggest issues yesterday was that I couldn't get my graphical presets to work. That was caused by the new patch deleting my exec from my Steam launch options. So right click on Kingdom Come Deliverance, go to Properties, then go to Set Launch Options. In here, copy and paste plus exec user.config. Now that will force your game to add in any graphical presets or whatever that you have in your user config file. There were two major talking points about patch 1.3 yesterday that I saw. One of them was talking about how it hadn't fixed performance. Now personally, I think it has. I was getting around 50 in lived-in areas. Now I'm getting around 50 to 60, which is nice. Also, I find that faces load a hell of a lot faster than they did before. But that brings me on to possibly one of the biggest things I did see talked about in the comments. If I was to fast travel to the lower gate here, the game has to load in. Now, I talked about this yesterday, and this was something that I felt like I was a bit too harsh on. I understand why they've done it. It's to basically let the textures and stuff load in. The only problem with this is it doesn't appear to stop the game from running in the background. So if you were to fast travel into, let's say, a bandit attack or something like that, you can be attacked, and I've had that happen a few times, which I personally find detrimental. That's not a good thing. But if they could maybe fix it so the game would pause when that happens, that would be extremely useful. So we're on the high preset right now of the graphical preset mod, and I'm just going to walk through town here so you guys can see the performance. We're running at about 59 at the moment. Plus, right now it's raining, which should be quite a negative thing towards performance. Right now, it seems to be running really great. This is possibly one of the hardest towns to run in the game. You guys may have seen there was a little bit of stutter. So personally, Retai's always been a bit hard on my computer, just because I've only got a mid to high range computer. It's not great. But my 1050 Ti seems to be keeping up, as well as my CPU. And we're getting around, I mean, if you look uptown, that's 60. That's crazy. I would get about 40 before. One of the quick tests I see people do is to get on their horse. One of the best tests to do here is to run up through Retai, and this is going to put my computer through an awful lot of strain trying to load in new assets and stuff like that. As you guys can see, there's a little bit of popping of textures here. That guy's flashing in the distance. But this is honestly a lot better than it was. We're still getting on average about 50. There is the odd bit of frame dip every now and again, but right now I am feeling a lot more comfortable. Also, I'm recording right now, which should be putting it through its paces. One of the other things that I didn't really touch on yesterday's video was the fact that you can now save and quit, because yesterday it wasn't working. There was no save and quit option when I did my video. Now there is a save and quit feature right there. You can just go ahead and do it. So one of the most negative things I've seen so far is talking about the fact that people are getting negative reputation in Retire for no apparent reason. I'm thinking this is caused by that loading issue. In yesterday's patch notes, they did talk about how town guards wouldn't try and find stolen stuff on you as often now. But personally, I had my first ever experience of that yesterday, which is kind of weird. Right now, I'd recommend not fast traveling to Retire, just to hopefully see if that fixes the issue for now. Maybe fast travel to the mill and then walk up to the Retire town centre from there. That might fix the issue. I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone that did comment on that video and has found my channel through that. It means the absolute world to me that people are watching my content. I absolutely love Kingdom Come Deliverance. It's going to be my game of the year, and I really, really enjoy it. I just didn't want to be dishonest with you about some of the issues that I had with patch 1.3, but 1.31 has appeared to fix a couple of things that I did have issues with. Hopefully this video has helped you today. If it has, please leave a like. Also, go and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. But until next time, that's me. Out. Bye, guys.